Hi guys, Tuva here. It is Monday the 11th of July. We are still waxing moon, but we're in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a very active fire sign. And what do I mean by that? Well, it will encourage you to want to get out, meet people, get involved in anything to do with activities, communications and learning, because the moon has a great impact on everything that lives on the planet, and that includes us. So inwardly, emotionally and outwardly, encouragement to do things you wouldn't be doing. The moon does go through the different planets as it goes through its cycle, and each one of these will give a different effect. Once you know all this, it makes it understandable, and you can then start to work out how you can use those to aid you in your path in your life and for those around you. So there you go guys, we're now going to go into the reading for today, and it is a rune reading, so let's go. Okay guys, so I've spread them all out and I'm going to pick one now. I'm actually drawn to Gibo. I'm also drawn to daggers and to teals, so I feel that very strongly. And also the blank rune. I'm going to put the others to one side. Is it that way around for you guys? Yeah, it is, isn't it? So I'm going to leave this one as Odin's message. That's how I think of this rune. I really do believe that Odin speaks through this one to me. Doesn't mean it does for other people, because it's normally known just as the blank, but to me it represents Odin's voice and channeling wise within myself. So we're going to start with Gibo, the rune of love. And don't forget it, forgiveness, because with love comes a lot of respect, forgiveness, generosity and giving and taking. So that is basically what this rune is all about. It's an energy that gives and takes, like a present is given and received. It also means love and partnerships. It may be that you received, when you were born, a gift of seeing, or skills and talents and abilities. It's also a gift when you can forgive others, because not everyone finds that very easy to do. Again, with Gebo, how is it going to relate to you today, you might ask? Well, it will give you the choice of accepting or rejecting whatever it is you're going through. It's your choice at the end of the day, because we have to be balanced. But with a spiritual gift, the cost is always worth it in the end. And it is like that in similar ways in a relationship, where you are the one that was always giving and they are the ones that are always taking. Because these sort of relationships are very difficult. And you may be going through something like that and feeling very resentful at the moment. And if that is the case, forgiveness is a hard thing. You need to see an outcome. You need to find that balance by giving and receiving, both of you. So you have to have respect for each other, deciding when and who does what. Also guys, giving all the time is not always appropriate, because if you keep giving, people will just keep taking. You know, it's good to learn to receive as well, and some people have a hard time receiving because they feel embarrassed or, you know, inadequate. That is not right. You have every reason to acknowledge and be given and receive, because you are worthy too. So think about where this might apply to you, maybe in a relationship or a job, or it could be in any situation that you might be finding yourself in at the moment. Now I want to go on to daggers, the rune of transformation, which fits in nicely, because if you're a person that's had everything taken, daggers comes to tell you that it's more about day and daylight and dawn and breakthrough and change, radical change, which means that you need to see who you are so that you can change and transform into a person that is able to see when you're being taken or when you're being given. At the end of the day, we need to be given to as well, to make us feel worthy, to make us feel happy, to make us feel wanted and loved, which Gebo is all about. Now, Dagaz is a breakthrough. So when you get the dawn of the day, it's bringing through a new time. You haven't seen what's going to happen. It's in front of you. And change or direction is the same thing. Achieving and being successful to a passage. The thing that's been bugging you is behind you because the new day goes forwards. Now, it means day, but in the Nordic lands, they have long nights and winters, and the day is strongly associated with light and life. So Dagaz is the essence of natural daylight, and that is very important because it also means that it is the divine light. Sometimes we need to really look at ourselves and be guided towards the goal that you need, that will help you feel protected and the clear vision, so you can avoid all this where people have treated you wrongly. Remain humble if you can and thankful for all the things that come your way. It's an amazing thing to transform from something you was into something you are now. Now we go on to Tiwaz. Now Tiwaz is the warrior rune, considered to be Tyr's rune, because he sacrificed his hand. We know that with warrior comes good and bad. So where in your life are you at the moment? Are you being a warrior, or are you just being taken for the fool? With this rune, you have to be careful. You can be a warrior but not go too far in the decisions that you make, because you've changed, you've transformed. So you're no longer going to be in that position where people take you for granted or not treat you well. But you must also make sure, even though you're being brave, you're being strong, that you keep that healthy heart, that your heart remains true. And make use of all the skills and the wisdom that you've acquired so far, and protect yourself, as you will be challenged by life in general. Your honesty and truth and justice will always win through. You just have to remember who you actually are. Don't be that one back there. Let yourself transform and become that person that will not stand for no nonsense. Now, with the rune here, I'm feeling that Odin wants you to stand up and speak out, to stand up for yourself and not be trodden down. No warrior would be trodden down. Whatever situation you're in, you don't have to put up with it. And Dagaz tells you, you just need to accept that transformation. And then Tiwaz comes to show you your strengths and your warrior abilities, because that is what you are inside. You're not a meek and mild. You are a very efficient, strong individual. And I feel this is what Odin's trying to tell you, that you need to stand up, be counted, and don't let anybody walk over you, for you are as important as anybody else on this plane of existence. And so there I'm going to leave it, guys. I hope this has helped you today, and so have a great day, and I will be back tomorrow. So wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of Alang.